Hello FPL managers, yes, we're back again with another video for the Fantasy Premier League 2022-23 season. It's the Double Game Week 37 preview. We're going to take a quick look at how well we did in Game Week 36, as well as our transfer plans, our captaincy picks, and then the clean sheet and scoring odds for the upcoming game week. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers as quickly as possible, so help a brother out. Click that red button and let's get straight into business. So a quick run through our double game week 36. This is how well we did. We got a small red arrow, so let me just get that out of the way. But I'm actually glad that it's a small red arrow, because for starters, I only had 9 starting players in my starting 11, and on my bench I only had a total of 1 point, and that was Grealish. So for the players who didn't feature, Tony and Rashford, I only had a 1 pointer in Grealish coming in. And my captain, I was supposed to captain Wilson, if you remember last game week, and I didn't get early enough team news. In fact, there was no team news for Newcastle, so I had to stick the captain's armband on Trippier just in case Wilson didn't start, and Wilson did start. So I missed out on the 24 pointer from Wilson, but I'm glad that Trippier came in with that 11 pointer to save me in the second game, so I'm really satisfied with that. So a total of 98 points from game week 36 saw me drop from just inside the top 100k to just outside the top 100k. So going into game week 37, I'm a little bit optimistic that I could finish the season at least in the top 100k, which would be a good season, at least judging by how far away I was after the World Cup break was done. So for transfer plans for game week 37, I've got a few flagged players in Ivan Toney and Rashford and Trippier, and I thought I was going to be able to afford Bruno Fernandes before this game week. He was really the guy I was thinking about. I was even hoping that if I could get him in, he would be my captain for this game week, but as it turns out, I can afford him with a straight swap, except I plan to sell Salah and bring in Bruno, who has the double. But if I do that, that would see me being able to upgrade Tony to Kane, and with the flagged players I have, plus the fact that I have a game week 38 coming up where I would need players who are 100% guaranteed will be able to start in game week 38. I don't think I want to do that. Salah is a nailed asset, so I want to keep him. I've got Grealish, who's a doubt. Minutes risk for game week 37 and game week 38. I've got Stones, who's a minutes risk, and Rashford and Trippier. Even though I'm a bit confident that they would start, I'm not 100% sure that come game week 37 that they're gonna be in the starting lineup for their teams. So I want players who I'm sure would be able to start this game week as well as game week 38. So what I've come down to is, rather than going for Bruno Fernandes by downgrading Salah, I'm gonna keep Salah and downgrade Ivan Toney to someone like Anthony Martial, who I'm bringing him in, especially following the news about Rashford's illness. Just in case Rashford doesn't start, I'm more confident that Martial would replace him. And even if Rashford does start, I've got confidence that Martial's got a few minutes in him, and he's going to continue on after his goal in game week 36. Okay, so Martial is going to come in for Ivan Toney, and for my midfield asset, I'm going to be switching Grealish to Mahrez, who I'm more confident of his minutes as opposed to Grealish. So it's going to be Martial and Mahrez coming in for Ivan Toney and Grealish. Okay, so this is how the team is going to look after that transfer is done. Now that will leave me with 1.7 million in the bank and the opportunity to upgrade a player come game week 38, just in case we get early team news for game week 38. Okay, so this is gonna be our 11 for game week 37. I'm gonna keep Steele in goal, and then my defense is gonna consist of Trippier, Shaw, and Stones. And just in case Trippier doesn't play, I could have Zuma at home to Leeds coming in, or probably a Burn at home to Leicester City coming in for Trippier. And then the midfield is gonna consist of Mahrez, Mitoma, Salah, McAllister, and Rashford. And then our forward line is going to be Martial and Haaland. Now, as for the captain pick for game week 37, in game week 36 we planned on going for Wilson, like I said, but eventually we left the captain's armband on Trippier. But either way, game week 36 was a success. But for game week 37, was hoping on going for Bruno Fernandes, but since I cannot get him, I'm gonna go for a different captain pick. And the reason I'm going for my pick of Mahrez in game week 37 is because Haaland, I think that Haaland would be starting the first game of game week 37, which is the home fixture to Chelsea. I think Pep Guardiola would want to, put this season behind him, secure the trophy, the Premier League trophy, the first game of game week 37, so he can rest Haaland in the second game and wouldn't need to stress him much, and then bring him back in game week 38. Just keep rotating and resting Haaland so he's ready for the important games, the FA Cup final as well as the Champions League final. Okay, but Mahrez is, for me, a much more secure Manchester City attacker than Haaland for these upcoming game weeks. So that's why I'm going for Mahrez, and I'm pretty sure that come the deadline, it's gonna be on Mahrez. Okay, so that's the team for game week 37. As for the clean sheet and scoring odds for the upcoming game week, we have Haaland, who's predicted to score 80% in game week 37. Rashford at 69%, and that's if he starts. Martial is 63%, and that's part of the reason why I brought him in. And Ferguson 62% to score in game week 37. And if Ferguson doesn't start, Welbeck is going to come in, and he's predicted to score 57% to score in game week 37. As for the clean sheet odds, we've got Manchester City at 64%. It's going to be hard knowing exactly which asset is going to be selected by Pep Guardiola, but 64% a chance of a clean sheet in game week 37. Manchester United 58%. So if you got a Shaw, you can keep him, but you could also get in a Lindelof or a Varane. If you are not sure which Manchester United asset is going to be starting, you can just stick to Shaw and leave that be. Brighton, you have the 57% chance to keep a clean sheet in game week 37. Newcastle 39%. So if Trippier doesn't start, I'm confident that Burn can get the job done for me. And then Liverpool at 35% chance of a clean sheet in game week 37. Now, I didn't do the predicted lineups for game week 37 because it's really difficult knowing exactly which players are gonna be playing for their teams come game week 37, even game week 38. So I'm not gonna attempt to guess exactly how these managers are gonna go in terms of rotation, but you should know by now exactly which players are nailed for their teams and which players could be eligible for rotation come the game week. So that's gonna be the preview video for game week 37. Hope that was helpful to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're still trying to hit 500 subscribers as quickly as possible, so help a brother out. Click that red button, and all that's left to do is to wish you guys good luck, have fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.